Hey right guys, Trophy Munchers Joe here, and today we are reacting to episode 3 of Shadowhunters season 3. Yeah, I'm buzzing. Last episode was fantastic. I gave it a 10 out of 10, as you probably have seen. I do think it was, like I said, I think episode 18 of season 2 was better, but I had more flaws with that one, whereas this, I didn't have a single flaw with it. I wasn't bored. I just enjoyed every aspect of that episode, so I couldn't not give it the 10 out of 10. At the end of the day, I thought it was just beautiful. Just a beautiful episode. And yeah, hopefully season 3 can just continue to get better and better. A lot of people have said that episodes, I might be wrong, but I think it's like 9 and 10 of this season, of this first half of the season, are like really good. So we'll see. Maybe there'll be more 10s out of 10s in the first half of season 3 for it. You never know. I wasn't expecting to give any episode of Shadowhunters a 10 out of 10 if I'm honest when I first started the show, but here we are with most of them being 9s. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens in episode 3. So if you enjoy, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe, and if you do want the full oh no, you get encore reactions on YouTube anyway, but if you do want early uploads to Shadowhunters, then a link to the Patreon page will be down below. Help support the channel as well, and there'll also be links to Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me on there, and Discord if you want to join that and talk about Shadowhunters with myself and others. Sorry if I still sound a bit like, yeah, I'm still a little bit ill, but hence why Team Wolf wasn't up. Team Wolf and Shadowhunters wasn't up yesterday. It's like I had a really bad day, then I was like okay for a day, and then I went back to being like shit. So, but we're a little bit better today. So sorry that some things on Patreon are a bit delayed, depending on how I feel. So yeah, anyway guys, episode 3, let's do it. It was like, nah, we can't kill Jonathan, we like the actor too much. It's like, fuck. I did not see the owl being Jace though. Let's write that down. Is okay. Interesting. I didn't expect that. I really didn't. Okay, there we go, guys. That is episode 3 of Shadowhunters, season 3. Oh god, it's just another fantastic episode. I love that. I love it. I don't think it was as good as episode 2. Episode 2 is just pure and fantastic, but this was. There's actually only really one thing I really didn't like. Other than that, I think I just loved it again. I'll just get the one thing I didn't like out of the way. The wolf pack. I just feel like it's the same thing we've seen from all of season 2. It's like, we don't like Simon, get rid of him. Even though Simon's proved to be loyal anyway, he's not going to cause any problems. The only reason that your mate was hurt was because he tried to hit Simon in the back of the head with a baseball bat. Like, so you initiated the like fight and drama, and then the wolf was going up to Luke like trying to play the victim card, like, oh, the guy might never walk again. Oh, it's like, well, what do you think was going to happen? You tried to bash Simon in the back of the head. So stupid. I don't see that. I don't see their point like at all. Usually when it's like someone's having a Mardy, I can like, okay, I can understand why they're not happy about this. And with the wolves, I could understand why they would have a problem with Simon, like early in season 2. Okay. It's season 3 now. We've got downworlders, warlocks, vampires, shadowhunters all getting along. They're not like best of mates, but they are realizing that, okay, this is the only way we're going to fight the evil in the world and all these demons, that we're going to have to stand together and do this. The wolves are the only ones that don't understand that, and it's just annoying. Luke gets it. I get Luke gets it, but everyone else, and it's like this guy, he betrayed Luke earlier anyway, he failed miserably, and he's still just trying to cause problems. I just don't get it. Simon's not done anything wrong, and they're just miserable. I hate them. So, and they still to this day, they just don't listen to Luke. It's like, I appreciate the guy went up to Luke and told him that this is a problem I have, but I just it's stupid. So yeah, I don't like the wolves. I love Maya, obviously. Maya is fantastic, and I do like Luke. I just find Luke's stories sometimes a bit the weakest, but Maya, I love. All the others, though. It's like last season, we got that kid who was bit, and then they like looked after him for a whole episode to like train him up to be a wolf. Where's he been? He was in like one frame last episode. He's not done anything, so I didn't see the point in that as well. So the wolves are just done. Other than that, though, everyone was pretty much fantastic. Raphael was quite a big part of this episode. His scene with his sister, where he's like talking about the stars and all that stuff, was fantastic. I think that might actually be my favourite scene from Raphael. Very good acting. It's weird as well because I look at season one and the actor who played Raphael was kind of cringy. Not for the whole of season one, but definitely. I think it's like the first 4 episodes he was not great acting wise. But then you jump to like this episode, fantastic. His acting was actually one of the best in the episode, I'd say, if not the best. He was awesome. I wish I would. I didn't really get this blonde girl who was covered in blood. I don't know if I've missed something there. I'm sure someone will explain it. I'm just a bit confused by it. I think maybe I missed something. I'm sorry if I did. Like I say, you've seen my first reactions. I'm going to miss some things, so maybe I did. Maybe it's something that'll be explained later. I don't know. But besides that, Raphael with his sister was just a great scene. I do find it a bit silly that they killed his sister off like after that great scene. It's just like, oh, now she's dead. So we obviously just had that scene to set that up. So it's a bit obvious, but it is what it is. Then I just put Alec and Magnus cooking together. That whole scene where they were just cooking was beautiful. I loved that. Just Magnus like tampering with the food to make it taste good. I don't know, some of the looks they were just giving each other was just great. And then, surprisingly, Alex's mum was actually great this episode as well. I genuinely thought she was going to come to this dinner and she'd be like, oh, you're married to her. Just the same thing she's like done for the past 3 seasons. But she surprised me. She actually was bearable. I actually like her now, which is weird. I don't love her or anything. I think there's still a while to go until I love her character, but the final scene where she spoke to Magnus and was like, this is what every mother wishes for, seeing you two fly together and stuff. I was just like, okay, but you're in my good books now, I'll let you have that one. So she's changed her ways, so Alec and Magnus and Alec's mum, this episode was just, every scene, every frame with them in any line of dialogue was perfect. I think they might actually be my favourite part of the whole episode. Simon and Maya, Simon did a lot. Simon and Maya didn't do much together. They just had a couple of scenes. But I just love how supportive she is with him. I don't know. They're such a cute couple. When they first got together, I was a bit like, I want Simon with Izzy. And I said it last episode. But now I just love Simon and Maya. I kind of want them to go on for ages and ages. But I'm still I'm curious what Simon and Izzy would look like more than anything. Like, if Simon and Izzy happened and I was like, oh, this doesn't actually feel right, then I hope they would put him back with Maya. But at the same time, I don't want to not see Simon and Izzy before the show ends. I think I'm just curious what it would be like. Because Izzy, to me, she's never really had... I think she was cute with the legless guy. I think she was cute with Raphael. But there's no one other than Simon that I'm like even this doctor guy that's just... she's given her number to. There's no one that I'm like, oh, I ship those two so much. So, and Izzy being one of my favourite characters, I kind of want someone to ship her with, but there isn't really anyone. That's a little nitpick though. That's not really that big a deal. So yeah, Simon and Maya were great. Simon's really interesting this season so far. They've done, like, I was a bit worried when he was in episode 1 of season 3 where he's in the forest lands. I was like, oh god, is it just going to be him and the Seedy Queen for like ages and ages? But it's interesting. I'm curious where it'll go. Hopefully it stays interesting, but I don't know, could get a bit boring if it's just like him trying to talk to the Seedy Queen and then going back and forth for ages. We'll see. And then we had the ending with Jace being revealed to be the owl. I actually did not see that coming. It explains a lot and it makes sense, so I like that. So yeah, and I'm not sure how I feel about bringing Jonathan back. I feel like that was so obvious and they just couldn't kill him off. Even at the end of season 2, I was like, I'm not sure if he's actually dead, but I guess they're going to bring him back. So yeah, this was a great episode. I preferred it to episode 1. Not as good as episode 2, but this was still just a really good episode. I'm going to give it a... I think if the Wolves were a lot more interesting, this would have been like a mid-9. Like, this would have been really high. But the Wolves dragged this down quite a little bit, so I'm going to go... I'll go 8.7 out of 10. They get just a great... Oh my god, they're just great episodes, dude. If season 3 continues like this, then this show is just going to keep going up in my like top 50 shows of all time. It already has from when I first started and finished season 1. It was like I don't think it was. Sorry, I don't think it was even in my top 50. And then season 2, since like the second half, it's just been going up and up and up and up. So, dude, it's looking good for Shadowhunters. I'll tell you that. MVP moment, I'll give it to just Alec and Magnus cooking and Alec's mum. I loved all that. All that stuff was flawless. Yeah, I'll get 8.7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And as mentioned before, if you do want early uploads to Shadowhunters and to help support the channel, then a link to the Patreon page will be in the pinned comment below, as well as Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow me on there, and Discord if you want to join that and talk about the show with myself and others. But yeah, I'll see you next time for episode 4. We only have, what is that? 7 episodes left. God damn it. 7? Why? Okay, I'll see you next time. Peace.